The age of chivalry is not gone yet. Not as long as Colin Firth's around. Unlike Mr. Darcy, he knows exactly what he wants. Genuine love and a solid family. And he goes after it with all he's got.
As the kisser. Every actress I've ever interviewed who's kissed Colin Firth has said, like, top 3.
Really? Colin!
I'm gonna get some names.
We uncover the story of Hollywood's favorite hopeless romantic and see who's captured his heart this time around. Before finding what he believed to be his happily ever after, Firth shared a deep and meaningful connection with actress Meg Tilly. Their love story blossomed on the set of Valmont in 1989, leading them to create a loving home together outside Vancouver, where they raised Tilly's 2 children and welcomed their son, Will. Despite their eventual separation in 1994, Firth's dedication to his family never faltered. As Tilly fondly recalls, he was always here for them, attending graduations and celebrating milestones with unwavering support and affection. When asked about Colin, Tilly respectfully said, "We are so proud of him. He's a wonderful actor and he's a wonderful man. He's been a good father to Will, his son, but he's also stayed very present in my other 2 children's lives, Emily and David. He showed up for graduations, births of babies. He's my best friend, and he's friends with my husband, Don, too." 2 years after the split with Tilly, Colin met his future wife, Livia Giugioli. As many of you already know, their love story was nothing but a fairy tale with a disheartening plot twist. Destiny brought them together in Cartagena, Colombia. It was love at first sight. She bewitched him body and soul.
And I saw her coming through the crowd, and that was it. It was a bolt to the heart, and
Really?
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
so, and then you just walked over and started talking to her?
No, I didn't move. I couldn't move.
2 years later, they're saying I do in a fairy tale wedding at a rustic 13th century church in Tuscany.
Well, it changed my life completely because I was living in Rome and, my life was very different. And then I go to Colombia and I meet Colin, so it changed I had to move country, language and culture. And so it changed in many, many ways.
Fast forward a bit and voila! They welcome not 1, but 2 adorable sons, Luca and Matteo.
2-year-old son, Luca, and when
That's
he
right.
was born, you called him Beautiful Turnip.
I don't know. Did I say beautiful?
I think.
Their love story, spanning over 2 decades, was of the kind that makes you believe that fairy tales happen in Hollywood as well. A wide smile and excitement always filled Colin's eyes whenever the actor spoke of his then darling wife. The duo looked happy with their ever-blooming love. But things were about to take a wild turn.
Livia Giugioli revealed that she once had an affair with a man who she later claimed was allegedly stalking her.
An Italian journalist, Marco Brancaccia, who was accused of being Livia's stalker, dropped a bombshell. He and Livia had an affair. As the truth unraveled, Livia had admitted that Colin and her had a brief separation in 2015, admitting that during that time, she was involved romantically with Brancaccia.
We were on a break!
Colin and Livia tried to save the marriage and reunited, but the rift caused by the affair proved insurmountable. They finally split in 2019. The minute the news broke out, tabloids were all over Colin Firth. Who was the lucky woman that might steal his heart next? Despite the tabloid frenzy, it wasn't Renee Zellweger or Joanna Gosling who captured Colin Firth's affection. It was someone else that managed to mend his heart after the wreckage. That someone was Maggie Chon, an American television writer who brought calm after Colin's stormy breakup. While the tabloids were busy churning out speculative stories, Colin and Maggie were quietly nurturing their blossoming romance behind the scenes.
Every story looks different because of how it's told.
Their paths crossed while collaborating on the crime drama series The Staircase. Maggie contributed as a writer for 2 episodes, while Colin shared the screen with Toni Collette.
The initial casting was really, easy. As easy as casting can be.
And what happened was that Colin and Maggie fell in love. Their relationship had been under wraps until they finally made their red carpet debut in October 2022. But the big question is, could Colin, known for his declaration of being a one-woman man, truly find love anew? The first time that they were seen together, the couple was enjoying a lunch date and taking a stroll through West London. They were deep in conversation together and looked very happy, a witness revealed. Colin appeared to be cracking a couple of jokes, and they giggled together. They might not have been holding hands, but they certainly appeared to be close. Amidst his newfound romance, Colin Firth remains a true gentleman, extending his support to his family, including both Meg and Livia, his previous partners. Although Luca and Matteo grew up between Britain and Italy, they settled down in London. Following the steps of their father, both Colin's sons chose the path of creativity and became musicians. In fact, back in 2011, Colin confessed that when he was young, he had wanted to be a musician too. "For me, rock music was the way I went at that time," he said to the arts desk. "I grew my hair. I wanted to be a blues guitarist or something." In early 2024, Luca and Matteo collaborated, playing at the Tabard in Chiswick, and his older son, Will, shares a strong bond with his two younger half-brothers, Luca and Matteo. As Colin Firth remarked, "With my younger sons, the relationship with Will has worked out very well. It's a huge age gap. They probably see him as an uncle." Despite tabloids crying for drama, Livia, Meg, and Colin stuck together to put their kids first and foremost. And that's how relationships are built, on mutual respect and understanding. So the bottom line is, Colin Firth is the epitome of a true gentleman. He's the kind of guy who never lets fame get in the way of family. Whether it's cheering on his kids at their concerts or staying tight with his exes, Colin's the real deal. So let's hope he has finally found his true love. Actually,